welcome to my kitchen. And today,
last we checked anyway.
Yeah. Today I'm making something good and yummy. Cherry bars. I know. I've made all sorts of bars and crumbles and everything else, but this is a little bit different from what I've made before. In some ways the same, most ways different. So I'm giving a list of ingredients here, and then we'll go over the directions. I have 1 cup, which is 2 sticks of butter softened. Mine were frozen, so I grated them. 2 cups of sugar, 4 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/4 of a teaspoon of almond extract, 3 cups of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of salt, and 2 cans of cherry pie filling. Now at this point, I want to say if you don't want cherry or don't like cherry, you can use blueberry, blackberry, or apple pie filling in this, and you make it any kind of bar you want. Okay. And over here in this little bowl, I've got 1 cup of confectioner sugar, powdered sugar, whatever you want to call it. I have a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla flavoring, 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract, and 2 teaspoons of milk. Excuse me, 2 tablespoons of milk. And this is for the glaze that goes on top once it's done. Okay, first things first, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And then it says cream the butter and sugar together. And I've got my handy dandy hand mixer.
Handy dandy.
And got my butter and my sugar. Y'all, I'm throwing my butter out. Don't do that. Okay, so it's cream together and add the eggs. And normally when you add eggs, you add them 1 at a time. It doesn't say do that, so I'm going to go ahead and add them all. And it says add the eggs and the extract. I'll go ahead and pour the extract in here. Start getting Piggy some dirty dishes.
Take us some time when Piggy gets done breaking down boxes.
Yep. Ooh, that broke good. Get that one in there. Got my towel here before I wipe some stuff up. Give that over to Piggy. It also says add the salt to the flour, which is what I'm going to do. Get that little bowl out of the way. And then it says to beat and combine well, which is what we're going to do. Okay.
See, folks, I keep telling y'all, she's bad at beating up on them pork advances for eggs. I'll tell y'all what.
I beat up everything, y'all. It's in my kitchen. It's fair game.
Good to Piggy.
I don't beat on the Piggy, y'all. All right, we're going to add a little bit of the flour and mix it in.
Maybe not, but if I mess up too bad, I guarantee you she'll beat the Piggy.
I just want to feed the Piggy.
And you don't call that beating him up?
Well, no. This is being mean.
Not beating Piggy, you might as well beat me up. That's a terrible.
Y'all, I'm going to take a break till I get done with this flour mixture. When I get done with flour, we'll be back. All right, we're back. Batter's mixed up. And now it says to spread approximately 3 cups of this batter into a greased 9 by 13 dish.
Right, yeah, you gotta make sure it's freezing.
So I figured,
Freezed up good.
yeah, I figured 3 cups probably a good, maybe 2/3 of this. So that'd be 1 good scooping there. Another good scooping. And scooping there.
You gonna need these again?
No. And I figure that's probably good 3 cups right there. Okay?
So what's that gonna be for?
This is going to be top it with. You'll see. And it says spread it out into the bottom of the pan. Now these are actually, reading the recipe, they're very easy to make. I don't know why I've never made them before. I just, well, not so much opportunity. I've seen the recipe several times. Oh, I'll make those. Those sound good. And then it kind of leaves my mind. I don't ever follow it and do it. So this time I'm making them. And Piggy and I like cherries, so. Though Piggy likes blueberries better.
I don't know. Cherries right up there pretty high.
Cherries are good, y'all. I love cherries. It's always been my favorite fruit. All right, then it says to, all right, let's get that cleaned up there. It says to pour the 2 cans of cherry pie filling on top of the batter and spread them out.
Folks, I think I'm gonna have my feelings hurt. She said that was her favorite fruit, not the Piggy. I thought Piggy was fruity in that part.
I don't consider Piggy a fruity.
I'm nutty enough.
Nutty is not fruity.
I was nutty enough to be fruity.
So you nutty enough to be fruity?
Yeah.
All right, we got that one. And we got this one coming in. And I bet you could even use a mixed berry pie filling if you wanted to. Well, I have to say, if I was going to use apple pie filling, I'd probably add about a teaspoon of cinnamon to the batter. And that's just, giving y'all different options on what you can do. You got Piggy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That rinse them out down the way now.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that looks so good. I could just about sit and eat cherry pie filling out of the can if somebody would let me. All right.
Let yourself, because you get sick in short order.
I would. I'd be sick in very short order. Okay, next it says to spread pie filling on the batter, which we did. It says randomly drop a tablespoon of batter over the pie filling. And Piggy, if you'll hand me a serving spoon out of the drawer, I'll give you this right here.
Serving spoon?
Yeah. I have to differentiate between large and small. The large ones are the serving spoons.
That's what I grew up knowing as a tablespoon.
That's a tablespoon for Piggy. And for me, that's what my granny used as a tablespoon for years. It said randomly drop a tablespoon.
Well, I told her some of her recipes might not have turned out quite as well as she'd hoped for, because the person who wrote the recipe might have been talking about those as a tablespoon and not the measuring cup or measuring little device tablespoon.
And I agree with him on that, because back in the day, a teaspoon was the little spoons in your drawer. A tablespoon was the big spoon in your drawer. And today, they're known as soup spoons and serving spoons.
So we might revisit those sometime and see if there is a difference and see how that turns out.
It'd be a good idea to do. I mean, just something to check on.
But what do? Spread that out over on top of them cherries?
Nope, you just leave it dropped and let it bake in.
Oh. Well. All right, then.
That's why I said randomly drop it on top. Yeah, put a little there. Put a little there.
I think that's about all you're going to be able to do.
Yeah. Piggy knows me. I know I try to get every last little bit out of the pans.
Yeah, there ain't but so much scraping left on that.
And I'll put that over here in this little corner here. All right. Give that to the piggy. Take my little paper towel and wipe my fingers. All right, now we're supposed to put it in an oven for 35 minutes. Okay. So we're going to let this be put at 350 degrees for 35 minutes. And I will put it up in this.
35 minutos.
Well, there we go. I got it on 32 because it's messing up with me on that. I'll double check it, add time if I need it. So we'll see y'all in about 35 minutes or so. All right, y'all, it's out of the oven. This is what it looks like.
Dom, 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 dom.
Now, in my oven, it baked for 40 minutes. I had to put it on for that extra 5 minutes. So I would say start out at 35, check it to see if it's done. If not, add a few minutes at a time.
Folks, that just looks good.
It smells good. Now I'm fixing to make the glaze to go on top. And again, this is the 1 cup of powdered sugar, the almond extract, the vanilla extract, and the 2 tablespoons of milk. And the thing about it is, I've made this without the extracts in it before. You don't have to have the almond or vanilla extract. It just gives it a really good flavor. And as you can see, it just stirs up very easily. And if you want it to stir even more easily without the clumps in it that you have to break down, you can always sift your sugar. And that'll make it a little bit finer. There we go. And it's that simple to make the glaze. It's already made, y'all. And now I'm just going to take and start kind of.
Drizzle, drizzle.
Now, since this is hot, I'm going to let it sit for probably a couple of hours and let it cool really well before I cut it for me and Piggy to eat.
That's going to be rich.
I don't hear you complaining, Piggy.
The day I do, shoot me. Put me out my misery. Simple as that. The day I complain about that, I've done lost it. I ain't who I am.
Well, yeah, that's what it looks like with the glaze on it. And I may have Piggy go ahead and get me a picture of this from a thumbnail. And then I'll cut into it later, which again, I might do a different thumbnail. I don't know.
Well, I can go ahead and get a picture of it, but
Good.
you know, it's kind of nice seeing those 2 plates of little pieces, whatever it is.
We'll just wait and do it that way because I like that too. And this does look good. And like I said, it is hot. It hadn't been out of the oven maybe 5 minutes, if that.
So it was all sorts of apart.
Oh, yeah. It really needs to be chilled and cooled before cutting.
Right.
So we'll see y'all in a few hours. The next time you see me on here, I'll be cutting into this cherry bar.
And it'll seem just like a second to y'all. Oh boy!
All right. It's been a little while. Piggy and I have made a little trip out and come back. Now I'm fixing to decide which side I'm going to cut on this. I'm going to cut this side over here. I told Piggy I'm just going to cut 1 piece and I'm going to cut it in half once I get it cut out.
Yeah, I got a feeling this thing gonna be rich anyway.
Pig of an eye.
The knife.
The knife.
Still a little warm down in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that did good.
What I'll do is I'll take this right here and cut that in half.
Right.
Put half on that plate and half right there. And give Piggy that. And I'll turn that around that way.
We got us a little bigger down there, yowling for some.
Oh, yeah. It's a tank.
We in the kitchen where there's food, and he knows there's food. He's had good food come out of here. He's like, I want some.
That's the way they all are. It's like, if we're in the kitchen, it's like food.
Right.
We ready?
We ready.
All right, you do that one. I'll take this one. I could probably eat this, pick it up and eat it, but I'll just eat it with a fork. All right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
My turn.
Ah, what? It's sweet. And I really don't think I could eat anything more than what's right there on my plate.
That thing gets cold through and through. It's going to be real good. It's already great.
It's great the way it is. But like I said, once it sits overnight, it'll be really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, if you don't like cherries and you like blueberry, swap out the blueberry. I was telling Biggie that if you use blueberries, instead of putting almond extract, you can always use lemon extract.
Mm-hmm.
Use strawberry pie filling. Again, apple pie filling. If you use apple pie filling, I would say add a little cinnamon to the crust of it. But it's your bar. Make it the way you want to make it. You know, add, subtract, do whatever. If there's something in it you don't like, take it out. Add what you do like.
Mm. But
this is good just the way it is, y'all. So I thank you very much for watching my video. Hope you have a great day. I'll say bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.
Word about more.